Hi, I'm Dr David Silley and I've just been working in Antarctica for the last 16 months. I've always had an interest in Antarctica, and going through medical school I'd come across a few people that had previously worked there, and I decided that was something that I wanted to do, and spent the next kind of time developing my career with the mindset of doing that. And once I got to a point where I felt confident and comfortable in my skills, I pursued the job with the British Antarctic Survey, who very kindly gave me that job. And yes, 2 years ago I headed to Plymouth to start my training, and then in October 2020 headed down south. I was working on a small base on an island called South Georgia, and the best description I've heard of it is you take the top of the Alps, you drop it into the middle of the ocean, and then you fill it with the most ridiculous wildlife you've ever seen. And that's probably the best summary I've ever heard. It truly is kind of a magical place that is just completely breathtaking. Seeing mountains and glaciers jut out of the water, and then seeing penguins and whales surrounding it all is quite something. Day to day at the base is you're kind of working your normal 9 to 5 day shifts, but everyone's got their own particular role, everyone's their own specialist for a reason, and you're trying to mostly just keep the base running, ticking over. So you've got people doing a lot of maintenance around the place. For me as the doctor, I'm seeing people coming in that have just got kind of minor ailments, mostly GP kind of stuff. So I think the most challenging thing was probably also ties in with the most rewarding thing, and that's all to do with the people. And being a doctor there, but also being a team member and a friend to everybody, it has its challenges, especially when medical things crop up and you start having to think about sending people home. Having those conversations with good friends of yours is definitely a challenge. I think the story that probably stands out the most was probably the time that I actually broke my own ankle whilst I was down there. And in that moment you are the patient as well as the doctor, as well as teaching the team how to deal with that situation. And it kind of all was epitomised by a photo at the end of the whole experience, where I had an electrician and a mechanic dressed up in scrubs, covered in plaster from having to re-manipulate my ankle into the right position, and they're out on the veranda amongst the mountains with penguins in the background having a fag as they kind of settle down after sorting me out. One of the biggest things that I've taken away and I hope to bring back with me is it's hard to be in an environment like that and with scientists doing work that they're doing and ignore the whole climate crisis situation. And it gave me some time to reflect on how the healthcare profession is contributing to that. And I'm hoping to become a bit more of an advocate for climate change and the work that we can do in healthcare.